cheated twice. Girl, I'm gonna stop you right there. I slept with a 19-year-old guy when I was 13. Honey, that's a case. That boy is off limits. When I was taking a photo with Ariana Grande at a meet and greet, I accidentally farted next to her. Wait, her hair actually came out when the police chased us. I mean, was it fun? I peed on my friend's couch in 5th grade and poured Febreze on it because I was embarrassed. I made out with my brother. I have 3 words. Sweet home, Alabama. I had sex with my ex's best friend to get revenge for him cheating on me. When I pushed her over a wet caution sign and she fell and the ground shook. Mental facility? I low-key wanted to date you. Oh. I low-key wanted to date you. Oh, I'm sick! Oh my god. Hi friends, aloha no aloha, this is Riley K and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a confessions video. I went on Instagram and asked you guys to tell me your deepest, darkest secrets and confessions. I do want to put out a disclaimer that some of these things are going to be a little explicit. Some of these things I just feel like y'all need some advice. And you know, there's like things that you can't talk like to your mom about, or like you don't have a big sister or whatever. So if you guys have to learn these things from my channel, then so be it. So if you are younger, then I would just maybe ask a parent if you're allowed to watch this. Without further ado, let's dive right in. I asked you guys what I should eat and y'all said Chick-fil-A. And you know, we're gonna have a talk because I don't think y'all want to see me do great, bigger, and better things, because you know that we always eat Chick-fil-A and you're gonna say Chick-fil-A. I got my usual, the spicy deluxe and some fries, and then I replaced my drink with an Oreo milkshake. Like a lot of you put in some confessions, so we're probably not gonna get to all of them. First one is one time I got drunk and went to the wrong guy's house.
And
Okay. My mom found a vid of me hitting a pen and I told her it was like nicotine? Girl, come on now. That was someone ugly because no fine attractive dudes liked me during sophomore year. Now why'd you go and do that? Because I broke up with my ex over a text while he was on a trip because I literally couldn't do it any longer. You know what? I'm not even judging you. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. No one knows this, but in 3 days I'll be 9 months pregnant and I'm 16. What do you mean no one knows? Girl, I think you should tell somebody. I think it's about time. I used to go to a mental hospital because of that. No one would believe me, but I constantly see a tall man in black with a black tall hat and he whispers to me, I don't know what that's supposed to say, but I'm gonna just take your word for it and say pray. Stayed with my ex who cheated twice. Girl, I'm gonna stop you right there. Stayed with my ex who cheated twice and touched me a lot without consent. And you said not too crazy. I'm gonna get back to that, but now I see how crazy he is and all the red flags I ignored. Okay, first of all, everybody who's watching this can learn from this person's mistakes. It should never be touch me without consent, but it wasn't too crazy. If they're touching you without consent, you could be touching somebody's ear without consent, and that's crazy. Okay, that's actually ridiculous, and you should not be. If he cheated on you once, he'll do it again. But I'm glad that you got out of the situation. I'm shy about periods and have lied about not having them. I've had them since I was 7 and I'm 15. Well, I've had my period since I was like 8 or 9, so I understand where you're coming from, but like, I don't think you have to be shy about that because everybody has them. Like, you don't have to talk about it, but I don't think you lying about it is necessary. My parents are homophobic, sadly, and I'm a closeted bisexual. That's a tough one. I mean, I can't relate to that situation, so I don't think I'll have like the best advice for that, but I think it's good that you're sure of who you are. I don't think your parents will love you any less, and if they do, then that's their problem and not yours. If any of you guys that are watching this video like have any advice about that, then go ahead and drop it in the comments. Oh my god, I broke an urn. Sorry, that's not funny. I broke an urn that had one of my mom's relatives in them and blamed it on my brother. That is not okay. It's not funny. I was on drugs in a family dinner. Did you get caught? Okay, like this one. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I slept with a 19-year-old guy when I was 13. Honey, that's a case, okay? I know what it feels like to feel like, you know, you're grown just because, you know, you're a teenager now, and like, but like when you put it into perspective, like even when you're like my age, I'm only 20, and I like can see like 13 is like itty bitty. And there's something mentally wrong with the guy that's sleeping with you. Not because there's anything wrong with you, but there's something wrong with him trying to sleep with a 13-year-old. So cut that. Don't do that. I tried to feed my twin nails when we were little. Like fingernails or nails. Either way, that's disgusting and evil. I had sex with my teacher. No. There's something sick going on with the both of y'all. That's actually disgusting. I hope your teacher gets fired. It's not mine, but I caught my teacher making out with another teacher. Bye, I can't. I mean, teachers have love lives too, okay? My mom. I like my sister's boyfriend and plan to do the nasty with him. Y'all are sick! Oh my god. That's actually disgusting. Okay, this is like, in case some of y'all don't know what girl code is, if anybody that you are close with, whether it's a friend, a sister, best friend, I feel like even somebody that you used to be friends with, and even if like their, you know, friendship didn't work out, whatever, that boy is off limits. Her boyfriend is doing that to her. Your first step should be telling your sister, because now you're taking part in her getting played, and that's disgusting. I'm talking to my toxic friend again, even though my mom staged an intervention last year because she was apparently so toxic I was cutting everyone else out of my life. Clearly, you're aware that she's toxic, so why are you still talking to her? And if your mom is seeing it and she had to stage a whole intervention, find a new friend. Somebody comment down below so this girl can get another friend. My best friend's girlfriend had an abortion and I knew about it, but I didn't tell him because it would hurt. I don't even know what to say about that, because that's your best friend. He should probably know about that. But I also can understand, like, from the girl's perspective, why, like, that's her decision. But at the same time, it takes two to tango, if you know what I mean. I accidentally stood on a baby bird walking to school and it crunched. Rest in peace. Y'all, how do you accidentally step on a bird? I feel bad complaining to my best friends because they're struggling with much worse. Just because they're going through something worse doesn't make your situation any less, you know, it doesn't make it hurt any less. So if they're your friends, they're going to be willing to listen to you no matter what you're going through. It could be, you know, my friend is going through all this stuff and I broke my toenail, and I'm gonna talk to Tira about the fact that I broke my toenail, and she's gonna listen to me and be like, okay, well, you know, hopefully it grows back. You should be able to talk to your best friends about what's going on in your life, whether it's worse than their situation or not. I'm only 15 and I'm an alcoholic, but nobody knows. That makes me sad. There are other ways to release things, so I hope that you seek help. When I was taking a photo with Ariana Grande at a meet and greet, I accidentally farted next to her. Did she know? I stole a golf cart with my cousin, speeding down the sidewalks, and the police chased us. Honestly, I mean, was it fun? I peed on the floor once in kindergarten and told the teacher someone spilled apple juice. That kid had to clean it up while I was watching. Y'all, I mean, you were in kindergarten, so I can't even fault you for it, but like, that's actually gross. Ugh. I made out with my brother. I made out with my brother because his girlfriend broke up with him and he was lonely. He's cute. That's disgusting. You know what? I have 3 words. Sweet home Alabama. When I was in 7th grade, a lot of things happened on my school bus. This is a story of how a girl lost half her hair. So basically, I was at my bus stop waiting for the bus to arrive, and a boy in the grade above me came to me and showed me that he had a lighter. Uh-oh. I kind of just shrugged it off. The bus arrived and we all go on. About 5 minutes later, I hear the most blood-curdling scream I've ever heard. I turned around. This girl has all her hair lit on fire. Everyone starts screaming and she's rolling around on the floor trying to put it out. The driver stops the bus, gets a fire extinguisher and sprays it at her. And the white foam covers her completely. The fire goes out and she looks like that picture of that person covered in bubbles from a bubble bath. That's horrible. We then continue driving to school while she's literally now half bald. Wait, her hair actually came out. When I get to school, I went to first period and immediately get pulled out by a senior teacher. She says, "You're not in trouble," and then I wanted to pass away in that moment. I get led into the small room where there are 2 police officers. They sit me down and question me about everything that happened on the bus. I was so scared I could have cried. I then got sent back to class. Long story short, the boy was placed on bus leave and got assault on his criminal record. I never got back on the bus after that. Yo, that was a really good story. Like, it's sad that it happened, but you should be a writer. I ate tape and glue and bar soap all in one night. If you're hungry, just say that. When I was in 2nd grade, I would keep roly-polies in my pocket and they'd always die. Oh my god. One time when I was like 8, I keyed my dad's car and then blamed it on the neighbor kid. I haven't told him to this day. Our neighbors ended up giving us like $2,000+ to repair it. Now that's horrible. I hope your neighbors were very wealthy. What? Imagine one time I was having a makeout session with a dead rat in my house.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Get some help. I threw salt in my sister's face because my mom told me to make an egg for her. I was heated. Now why you gotta take it out on your sister? And less salt. Ew, did the deed in my parents' bed when they were away. That doesn't make you feel uncomfortable? You just... That's disgusting. My dad had this drink and I drank it. Little did I know it was alcohol. Aww. When I was young, I randomly told my teacher that everyone in my family died and my teacher came home with me and saw my whole family there. Why would you do that? Don't say stuff like that because you could speak something into existence on accident. My sister and I were using the same toothbrush for a month on accident. How did you do that for a month? I went to Chuck E. Cheese once and I had to pee. And when I was about to get to the bathroom, I peed myself. And I still ended up going on the slide and everything and didn't tell anyone. And this is why Samara will never go to Chuck E. Cheese. I don't find sleeping with socks a problem. Sinful. You don't feel like you're like suffocating? My grandma was secretly waiting for my papa to pass so she can get some coin. That's sad. Ugh. I peed on my friend's couch in 5th grade and poured Febreze on it because I was embarrassed. I stole too many blowtorch lighters from a convenience store. Why? If you needed some money, just say that. I'm still stalking my ex. I miss him. That's sick. You're gonna end up with a case, girl. I had sex with my ex's best friend to get revenge for him cheating on me. 2 wrongs don't make a right, and you should not be letting somebody in your goods for revenge because you're probably still mad. I send my nudes to a 34-year-old man from Belgium and he likes me. I'm 17, by the way. Is that bad? Bad is an understatement, honey. Don't do that. What does a 34-year-old man want with a 17-year-old? I just found out my best friend's boyfriend liked me in 8th grade. I liked him too. Like, girl code. We already talked about that earlier. Girl code. Me and this boy I was talking to almost in my garage while my little brother was home. Disgusting. In the garage. I've drank Listerine. Not safe, but I'm curious about your experience. So this one time my teacher kept insulting me because of my weight and she was like 50 times bigger than me. So I decided to get my revenge and I put... It's not funny. But I pushed her over a wet caution sign and she fell and the ground shook and she... Sorry. Why do you have me telling these stories like this? And she fell and the ground shook and she was mad at me. Then she said, "That's why you're fat." And the next day at school, she made fun of my weight. That's not okay. Then all of a sudden, she gets a phone call from her doctor and they say she can't eat ice cream no more. Lord, forgive me for laughing, but in my head, I was like, that's what you get. How were you there when she gets a call from her doctor that she can't eat ice cream? That's what I want to know. I'm I'm trying to learn how to cry when I laugh. Talk to Tiara. Ooh, I got a crush on Tiara. Tiara, come get your mans. I paid a girl to play my ex crush hard, and boy did he fall for it. Why? For your crush. Keep your coins, girl. I fell in love with a straight white man. Okay. I stole $500 from my cousin. Now, come. See, some of y'all can't be trusted. Can't trust nobody. $500? For what? My mom stabbed my dad near the heart with a spoon. I accidentally punched my brother in the eye when he was 7. How do you accidentally punch?
Why you always lying? Oh my God.
We'll go with that story. Someone I knew used to have a fart fetish, but she's working on it now. That's nasty. I hope she recovers. My crazy confession is when I lied to my teacher about my mom signing her name. I don't think you're alone in that one, honey. I tried poisoning my mom. Mental facility. I broke the sink in my bathroom by sitting on it 3 years ago, and my parents don't know. How did you break it? Because I would think that they would know if it's been 3 years. I told my teacher I hated her so much and that I wish she was not ever in my life. I feel bad. You should. I low-key wanted to date you. Oh. I low-key wanted to date you.
Miss Jackson.
So I was younger, I was crying, and my dad had closed the door and started changing. But I didn't know, so I kicked the door in and saw it. I'm still traumatized. Okay, something similar happened to me, but it wasn't like, I didn't see that. He was just in his boxers, but I still screamed. One time I was at the beach, I couldn't breathe, so I kicked a kid's head. I saw him coming up, so I just pushed him I just pushed him back down. Y'all are horrible. So I just pushed him back down. I'm not even gonna read the rest of that because that's actually really sad. I don't like my cousins and aunts, but I need to love them just because they are my dad's sisters. I think we all have some family members we don't like. I runned over someone on Roblox. So, little grammar lesson. Ran. But at least it was on Roblox and not in real life, right? I had the biggest crush on you and someone else who we shall not name in the group. I know exactly who that other person is. Dun dun dun! When I was little, around 4 or 5 years old, it was a few days before Christmas. My Christmas lights were up and shiny while my mom was in the kitchen. I walked up to the Christmas lights that were on my tree and I started chewing on them. They looked so good to taste, but anyways, I chewed on them and then just sat down on my couch as if nothing happened. I never told my family about this because I never felt sick immediately after that, nor has it affected my health. But the weird thing is, sometimes I feel as if there was a small blinking sound. It happens once in a while, but I was always curious as to why that happened. I don't remember even swallowing the lights, otherwise I wouldn't be here right now. Well, okay. I gave my brother a lap dance for 2 months. I needed the money. Okay. Well, on that note, we're gonna end this video here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for feeling comfortable enough to share your crazy little stories with me because y'all need some help. If you guys want to see more videos like this, go ahead and comment down below. Comment what other videos that you guys want to see. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram if you're not already at Riley K. I'll leave it right here. Thank you guys for watching. Bye friends. Aloha no aloha.
It's different, it's different, it's different.